Hey everyone, welcome to August Ellie. So today's reading, it's all about, or it starts off with, let's rather put it that way, it starts off because, a reading can always turn depending on what spirit needs a person to hear. So when you look at these cards, it definitely speaks of being okay with being engaged. And there's some type of education going to happen in this engagement. So that could be why in the past maybe it didn't work, because this maybe as a couple both of you want to study something, and before that could have been a problem. Let me just see, is this standing still? Let's see, I think it's just the wind blowing the curtain. So that could have maybe been a problem. You might be physically, let's say you are twin flames, whatever your situation, if it resonates with you, if you know you have a twin flame or you're just in a normal relationship. Maybe money is also a factor right now where, can you see, both partners are working on being financially independent, but in such a way that they realize that they would like to do things together as a couple. I also see with the Three of Swords in the reverse that there's going to be a period, or in the future, by working on this relationship, there won't be heartbreak or grief or separation. In the beginning, it's going to take hard work for this couple. Let's call it a general couples reading. And right now, it doesn't seem that it's burdening anyone. If you look at the Ten of Wands in the reverse, the relationship itself. But there are factors that could possibly influence it right now with the Four of Coins. Let me just move this quickly. I'll do that. There's another one I want to do about being engaged, but I'll do that at a later stage. Maybe tomorrow, I'll see. I'll see how I get led. So, but I think it's important to both want stability in a relationship and being secure individually. Because let's say, for example, and this I was taught by somebody a very long time ago, and he had said, let me just put that there, and this person had taught me that, what if this person leaves you? What you gonna do? Israel, I believe at that time it was Israel that actually taught me this, and at the time I didn't think anything of it, but little did I know I would find out many things. I think it's now 4 years later, and it's very true, and it really impacted the way I thought of it, in such a way that right now I'm not even focusing on a man to be my provider. I'm solely focused on God to be my provider, through either people subscribing or using my services, but mainly through knowing that before a man will be my provider, and I will contribute to, let's say, a marriage or engagement on those types of things, that a man shouldn't feel useless if God is giving your spouse financial freedom. because I think that will bring a lot of, it will lift that burden and responsibility of men. Because I think, from getting to know everyone the past few years, it feels sometimes to men that women use them, which is not the case. I think it's just we were raised that way. And from a woman's perspective, what I've experienced now is that it makes us feel unworthy because we don't get the same, let me just flip that because it was like that, we don't get the same type of income, which could also affect relationships. So maybe as men and women, we should change the way we think about, pentacles. Again, 4 coming up, which is a number of stability. Contemplating to do things right now and doing it in such a way, whether you're together or not, still helping each other. It could feel to both that you see the cups are turning down, that this is what's happening right now, and because you love this person, you want to give them your best. Seven of Wands. Having faith. I think this part of your journeys could be possibly where both of you need to have faith that you are on the right path in wanting the same things, and discussing financial matters at this moment could be very important, because that's part of practicality. And being practical about, let's say you are in separation mode now with twin flames, or this person could be in a karmic relationship where finances are an issue. Let's see here. 2 of Wands. Your relationship needs to be an inspiration to yourself and to others. That's what I would want, It's for yeah, I will do that in tomorrow's, well, I can't say tomorrow. I will do what it will be like in a relationship with me spiritually, because of my gifts that I love so dearly, but others do not always appreciate my gifts. But you gotta love them. And maybe you're not seeing this person's potential in your life right now, where in the future it could lead to an engagement when this person maybe changes their outward appearance, because that is important. People can't say it is not, although the healers will come and they will change those things that we feel insecure about. I'm convinced of that. So this card, I promise you, is really the star of the show in most of my readings. So let me just do that again. Shuffle a bit more. this star, man, this star has got me. It's a star of hope. It's gonna give your relationship hope. Maybe a renewal of a marriage. Could be. Again, look there. Someone's not manifesting something. It could be that this person is not putting in spiritual work. I think this is the main problem. One person is putting spiritual work in, while the other is not. So, I don't know. I think at this stage, maybe you guys should discuss, do you believe in the same things? Because even though both are spiritual, it could possibly be that one person doesn't believe in zodiac signs and those types of things while the other person does. Can you bond over spiritual things? Because it seems to me that the male, that's his world, but the female, it would seem that she doesn't believe in the same things. So let me just, this thing looks like it's going up and down, but can you see, if you had to end up with this person, can you see yourself possibly going to church together, those types of things? So something could possibly not be manifesting at the end of the day because of spirituality. Changes. And changes could be coming. Oh man, I keep on flipping the cards on the camera. So sorry. So, yeah, sorry. This is a channel where there are possible bloopers. And I love the bloopers because they just bring the natural feel to it. Swords, yeah. Conflicts possibly right now. Could be a third party. There being some deception and betrayal. Or it could feel like both are being isolated or imprisoned because both parties have what do you call it? Spouses. Yeah, that's the right word. And that's where this comes in. Physical intimacy. That affects karmic relationships. That's why I do not believe in having more than one wife. Because being physically intimate with a person, you don't tell me you can be comfortable when you're married to one wife, but on paper you're married to another wife, and that cannot be comfortable at all. How do you bond with your person that you really want to be with? Because you have to hold hands and do those things, and also have sex like a normal couple. So there's always going to be arguments, and you're always going to feel this isolation in your partnership or marriage or whatever the case may be, relationship, because you're not doing proper couple things. You're not doing the physical things that are needed in a relationship. There is potential. It also could be one person wants power. It could be that one person wants power in a relationship, but this person has received clarity that he's not gonna get power with this person. So you have to think about, are you able to release that power that you wanted? You have to go think for yourself. To me, I'm willing to leave that power just to be with the person that I love, you know? Taurus energy in the reverse. So it's not like it. When you look at this guy, he looks angry, but it's in the reverse. So I don't think there's a lot of anger or anything like that. I just think, yeah, like I said, the problem could be this. This could be the problem. So if you know that is a problem, are you able to speak to each other about it? Because I feel like this is part of this relationship. I feel drawn to you sexually. The attraction is so strong, I want you all the time. So this is what's basing your relationship is being based on currently. Is the sexual side, but also not often. You know, it could be the looks of a person. So let's just put that there. Yeah, I don't know. I like the change of the camera angles. Let's see how I like changing things up all the time. I don't like to do boring. So if you ever want to be with me, you gotta know. I don't like to do boring. So communication, as you can clearly see here, is needed. Preparing. Are you preparing yourself in this relationship? Because it doesn't help. You know for a fact you're gonna stay in a karmic relationship. That does not make sense. Then you should release each other from anything going further, because you're just going to end up hurting yourself. If you know you're going to stay in the relationships like that, be prepared. You're going to end up hurting yourself, because naturally as a woman, or let's use an experience. I did not like, let's say I didn't like being cheated on, and it wasn't fair either, because all types of things happen. When those things happen, you hurt a person's psyche, you know, and how they see themselves. It's like messing with each other's heads when you do that. Oh, let me just read this. Knowing things, I don't know, I think there's a lot of unstableness right now, with the 7 being in reverse. You're not imagining these things that aren't working at the moment. So it's real, like, and look, a lot of the cups are in reverse. Where else did I see that? This one. This one too. So that's pretty interesting to note in this reading. The cups being in the reverse. So it could be a water sign that is not ready. Spiritually, and I would say physically it could be both. But I would say it's more the water sign that is spiritually not on the same level. It could be an age. It could be an age thing, possibly. Because when you're 20 or in your 20s, and you think very much differently than when you're in your 40s. Let's face it, that's a reality. You think very differently. I mean, you still want to party and you still want to do things. So I think, you know, like I said, it doesn't feel like there's any fighting or adversity. It just feels like you possibly could be shifting the issues, and you just need a little bit of guidance of what is really going on and where you could possibly fix things, you know. But you have to be realistic and you have to be honest with yourselves. You have to consider families, and I think sometimes people think that staying in relationships because you have a family with that person, that's not necessarily the right thing to do. It's the worst thing you can do, because your family's gonna feel it, because your mind's gonna want this person all the time and you want to be with that person. But now, you know, you could be married, both, like I said, both could be married to other karmics, or the ones possibly not here, you know. And maybe, yeah, with this, when you look at this, the star, this person could potentially not be here yet, you know. Maybe, like I said on my channel, I believe that the dead will come alive again, so this person could possibly not be here. And use this time to get yourself to that position where you are ready when they do show up. You know, that could also be a factor. Things realizing, things becoming real for you. Maybe you're just comfortable right now because in the relationship you are right now, you have everything you need. You've got the cars, you've got the house, you've got the children, but it's not the right things. Those aren't the right things. Those aren't the things that you really want. I think you need to know what your purpose is. you don't quite know where you fit into all of this. So I think you need to become more self-aware. Even if you're young, doesn't mean you cannot become self-aware. Let's see. I'm just trying to look what. I keep on pushing this thing with my shoulder. Sorry. Just trying to see what I can pick up. I just noticed the letter P standing out. PE. You know? I know there's a lot of things in cards, but if I had to tell you everything I see, yeah, you'll maybe not like me too much, or maybe you will. It depends on what you like in readings. I just want to see. So basically, you have to go see what is impacting your decisions right now to get to that next level. I think next time I'm not going to do this camera again because it's like I keep on bumping it. Are you resolving the conflict within yourself? This seems to me like an inner feeling or an inner person of a water sign that you're not resolving that part. You want to transition to this, you want to transition to your purpose, but it's going to take work to get there. You don't just get there expecting when you stay in the same relationships or you stay you know, it doesn't make sense for you to do that. And just because you're young doesn't mean you cannot grow into emotional intimacy. And so maybe you need to work on your emotional intimacy with yourself, where it sounds a bit weird, where you could be able to be vulnerable with yourself, where you feel safe with yourself to know what you want and what you don't want, and to be free to know that it's okay to be angry or disappointed or sad. Because if you don't get emotionally ready, you're going to end up hurting other people. You're going to end up hurting other people because you're going to be frustrated with yourself. Because you want things and you need things and you're in unhappy relationships. So see it, I'm on a spiritual journey with you. So see that partner that you really, really want, even though they're not with you right now. See it as them watching you grow into the person or the purpose you're meant to have. You're busy balancing yourself out, hopefully. Because this person is watching and is on a journey with you and watching you grow into the person you're meant to be. You know? So, having emotional intimacy with yourself, you would be emotionally intimate with this other person that's not part in your life yet. So, need to prepare yourself. I think another thing that could be keeping this water sign back could be society pressuring you into telling you what you need to do, and that you need to have certain timelines, or you're not allowed to do certain things. Let's see. So this person again, manifestation is in the reverse. You want to start something new, but it could be because emotionally you weren't ready, one, to have kids, two, you weren't ready to get married, so three, you caused yourself emotionally to be unbalanced. So now you need to fix that because you ended up hurting somebody, perhaps. And that's why something new isn't starting for you. And nobody can fix this for you unless you put in the work to do it. So that's the emotional part of yourself that you need to work on. So let's use those three things in today's reading, where I want you to work on your emotional intimacy with yourself, your spiritual intimacy with yourself, and physical. I can't I mean, it's impossible, like not impossible, but especially if you're married right now, preparing maybe your body in order to do that, because I know this person that isn't here yet would accept you, but it will end up causing problems in a marriage. Any man, they will tell you they do not like overweight women, and many of them don't speak up about it because they are scared of hurting you or another person. So you need to put in, this physical card for this water sign right now is not about it's not about the sex side of things right now. For you, it would mean getting your body. I love that song by Sia, shake your body or move your body. Yeah, I think it's move your body, shake your body, move your body. So in this reading, I think those are the things you could work on. Let's make this reading for all water signs: Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancers. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancers. I think that is a great idea, actually. Let's do this one. I made little notes on my card. I am becoming a professional. I'm very proud of myself. And you know what? I remember I was so stubborn in the beginning. I did not want technology to help me. I wanted nothing to do with it. And now we're like becoming best buds, technology and myself. They are really making my life so much easier. and they're bringing a side out of me that I never knew I had. So let's see. I think what I can tell you is you're possibly being very passive in I don't know how you say that. Getting better. That's another word. Re recuperating. Yeah, recuperating. So I think that could possibly be the issue right here. Is you're not getting better and healing from the things that you don't want. You're not sorting it out. And so let's see. I just want to see, I want to draw, while I get that pack, let me get this one. I think you could possibly be in love with an old karmic partner, and I think for you to emotionally heal yourself is to let go, because this person was maybe never meant to be in your life, but because you guys maybe share the same zodiac frequency, it worked very well. But I can see there's a lot of things that aren't the same, you know. It's still your decision, but if you can acknowledge these things, you know, letting go would be much easier. It's not that I know you better. Sorry, this is just a message I'm receiving. It's not that I know you better. It's just that when you look from up above down below, you can see many things. You can see many things that you yourself cannot see. I'm picking up this with waiting for. Now, automatically, you think the other person is waiting for. Have you ever thought to yourself, you are worth waiting for? Divine timing is at work in your love life right now. So, I can see very good things happening if you really go sit down and if you have time, you know, because I know a lot of people don't have time these days, but it's important. If you want a higher position in the heavens, you need to be able to connect with Spirit all the time. That is what my life is about. I don't function at work without Spirit, God. I don't function without Him with my kids, or nothing I do is without Him. So that is a very important fact. I pick up the word reconciliation. Maybe somebody is going to return. Okay? And maybe it could work out this time, but both need to know. Or it could be that you are going to reconcile in the spiritual realm, because it's not always about another human being. We tend to think that, but maybe your progress in the spiritual realm is a bit slower because of your physical, your earthly circumstances. But now, if Spirit makes you aware of that, it's your responsibility to fix those things and to work on it, you know. I see this. I just want to go get this card. I saw the word codependency. Just want to go, yeah. Where is that? Sorry, I just saw it. I just want to see what it says. I don't know where it is right now, but yeah. Yeah, it is. Maybe addictions. Maybe there are addictions that are in your life affecting you. Could be anything. Could be food. Could be could be drugs, or it could be another human being that you codependent on this person financially. Like I said, have you ever thought to yourself, what can you do to grow your dependency on Spirit? And I think that's going to bring your reconciliation back to the imbalance. Where is that? To the temperance card that was here. Let's see. Yeah. I think this is going to be the reconciliation for you. To realize that God can provide for you, but now you're doing things that you're relying on a person to do it for you. You're codependent on this person to provide for you. Love yourself first. And this came in the reverse. So what it could possibly mean for you is, maybe you're not loving yourself right now because of your external circumstances in the relationship you are in. I think I'm going to just read those. And then just want to see. I'm definitely not going to do this position again with the camera. My Virgo side of me does not like it at all. So I want to see what the angels and auras would like to tell you. Pisces, Scorpio and Cancerians. This is renewed connections in the reverse. Isolated, estranged, separation and grudge. So I don't know, perhaps there's a friendship or there's something you did where you feel estranged from this person or isolated. Possibly this person isn't dead. And You expected this person maybe to be already with them. And this is the Raphael card. You were supposed to travel with this person. You know, love, travel, humor, vitality. And maybe this is where your heart is. I don't know if you are messaging each other. It could be. And right now, maybe you could be listening to the same music, or that's how you're communicating is through music. You could be messaging Raphael. And this is like the David's harp. You know, this is David's harp. And maybe at this time it's because you're not traveling. Maybe in your water sign you love traveling, and that's why you feel isolated, estranged, and separated. And that's making you have this grudge because this person maybe promised you, and maybe you got married, and now you're having a grudge against yourself because you're not physically with these. The plan was to be with them physically, but now it's not. Oh, I don't know. Somebody is outside here shouting stuff. So, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There are many things when you want to enter into an engagement with someone, and there are many things you need to do when you don't want to feel heartbreak and when you don't want to feel grief. Or maybe this is what you're going through because or this person is deceased or this person is not. They pretended to be, and obviously you could have known that. And you know, but I think it's about educating yourself and let's see what happens for you water signs. What work you're going to put in the next few weeks or the next few months. So if you have found this video helpful, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and stay safe out there. Don't just enter into a relationship just for the sake of it. And until next time, bye.